Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Question.
Oh boy.
How are you feeling about the tournament tomorrow? After playing tonight.
Not so great. Adaptation was terrible.
What do you think you can do tomorrow?
I mean, other than adaptation, find habits earlier in a match rather than later.
Habits of the other player?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I'm eating.
Keep walking over
This is what he's eating.
Block family too. That's what their FaceTime too.
Held shield, I would have thrown shield. So that I let go. So I would just take the hit. That decision took like maybe all like 25 seconds to think.
I'm actually filming.
Oh boy. So the night before that tournament, I wasn't feeling so good about it because I was practicing online and it wasn't really going that well because like I sort of had a small break since a couple tournaments ago. Luckily, Doritos was able to help me out a lot the night before, and he also was messaging me as I was traveling to the tournament on some things I could do and apply in tournament. And this was the first tournament actually that I set up goals for myself and what I'm gonna do in some of my matches. So one of the goals I had was I was gonna outpatience every single person that I played against at least once. And I have this weird problem where the first match of the day, I just bomb it completely. I'll die within the first 5 seconds, and sometimes I'll win, most of the time I'll lose. I figure the first match, no matter how nervous I feel, I'm gonna take it slow, which I did. And the first match, I believe the guy's name was Rurin or something, Rurrin, and it ended up being a Diddy Ditto. And to be honest, most Dittos are super volatile, especially Diddy. And really, I believe for a lot of Dittos, most of it is just outpatience and outplaying the opposing character. And that's pretty much all I did for the most part. He would definitely try to force his way in. And because it was the first match of the day, I tried to play very patient. And I ended up four-stocking him, so he went 0-2. Felt really good about that. So the next person I went against was a Yoshi player. His name was Duffy. And I'm pretty sure he's fairly highly ranked on the New Hampshire Power Rankings. That set ended up going 2-1. There was a lot of crazy things about Yoshi that I did not know about and was expecting in that matchup. The first game we started on Smashville, and it ended up going I believe really well. I ended up beating him. I only had one stock left, but it was at early percent still, so it ended up going kind of smooth. So then the next game, he took me into Battlefield, and right off the bat, he did this crazy 0 to like 63% combo. It was like, I don't know what it was. He like used the platforms and like up-aired me like 4 or 5 times in a row, but it was awesome. Because I haven't really got to play very many high-level Yoshis, and I haven't really lost to any Yoshis, but he's definitely been the best so far that I've fought. But there was one big habit that he had where when he was really high percent, he would still do short hop baits, and it can be a good or bad thing, but Diddy is actually one of the few characters that is probably extremely good about killing Yoshi if he makes a mistake like that. So in the third game, it was kind of rough. It was last stock, last hit for both of us, and it was on Town and City. And one neat thing about Yoshi is whenever he jumps, I think he does double jump, he gets super armor. So even if you hit him once, he's not gonna get flown away, he's gonna still keep moving. But Diddy is one of the few characters in the game where if you up smash, you have multiple hitboxes that come out. I believe it's 3. So he just ended up putting out a short hop, and because Yoshi is kind of floaty, I just ran up under him and did an up smash and killed him. The next set was against the top player in New Hampshire. His name is Kuma, and he's the first like really crazy Sonic that I've ever fought. And you know, I wish I did better, but to be honest, it went fairly well, even though I kind of got a bit obliterated, because I noticed that my neutral was a lot better than a lot of the Diddies that were there as far as going against Sonic. So I was really happy about that. Because a lot of the Diddies would try to force their way in against Sonic, where Sonic really, like, you can't do that. You kind of have to play his game as you try to approach him. Granted, Diddy has all the tools to deal with that. You can just pluck banana if Sonic is off stage, run away, and just glide toss shield each time. And as soon as you get in front of Sonic, that's where it gets tricky, because he can either spin dash cancel into shield, or spin dash cancel into spot dodge. So you kind of have to predict what Sonic's going to do, or you can bait him to grab you just by shielding, which I ended up doing a lot, or just leaving the banana in front of me so he couldn't really have his way approaching me on the ground. But Kuma had pretty crazy item play, and was really good about following him off stage, so I definitely got gimped at least once by Spring Jump. So I ended up going 0-2 against him, but I learned a lot and ended up playing friendlies with him afterwards and learned a lot more too. My last set of the day was against a Rob. I think his name is Calebob. I'm pretty sure he's also New Hampshire power rank, because I've definitely seen his name before. Now, we have 0 Robs in Vermont, and I have looked at a lot of matches of Diddy versus Rob, but to be honest, watching a matchup and actually reacting and playing it properly are two very different things. So I knew how to play the matchup, but I still had a very hard time because I wasn't used to like the trajectory and how quick the gyro can travel, and like how to deal with it. I know how to deal with it as far as edge guarding and whatnot, like how he can throw it on the ledge and have it bounce and cover multiple options, but and I never got caught with that, which was good. But I think he ended up I went 0-2 against him. I think we went to Smashville in Dreamland. My end goal with Smash, to be honest, I'm not sure. At the very minimum, I want to be a top player and a top Diddy player. I really think my end goal will be either to be a top 15 player or a top 10 player. You know, everyone says like they want to be the best, but it all depends on whether or not I have the time and the resources to actually do that. And to be honest, I wouldn't be upset if I couldn't be the #1 player in the world. And if I could be for even just a short period of time, that would be amazing. But I would definitely like to win at least one major tournament. That would be an amazing end goal at the very minimum. So I can take away quite a bit from this tournament. There's a lot that I can take away of what I want to improve on next. I definitely think that at the level that I'm at, which is semi-pro, the biggest hurdle, or the biggest things that semi-pros need to work on to hit the pro level is mentality and all the different aspects of it. And I feel like I'm starting to figure it out, but it's definitely going to take time before the consistency gets in. Definitely one big thing I think that would help people a lot, and it sucks because I hate doing this just as much as any other person who doesn't like doing this, is approaching people. Because talking to other players and asking questions is incredibly important. And while it might be really uncomfortable or embarrassing, it's really not that bad. And you also just gotta find the right ones to talk to. Because you'll just find some people who aren't that.